energetic stages of a child, 3 to 7 years old. Now, we've been through 0 to 3, which we defined as the child being part of the mother still. 3 to 7, the child disconnects from the mother and starts to find itself in connection with who it is. The child is trying to find out who they are in connection to their world right here in their body. Okay? Who are they in the world? They become explorers, inquisitive. They want to know, they want to know, they want to know, they want to understand. They get involved in development of their subconscious brain. So 0 to 3 is the energetic subconscious brain. 3 to 7 is the physical, connected to the child's self, to the parents and the family around them. This is the energetics they're going to learn from 3 to 7 years old. They want to explore. They're going to want to know who their brothers and sisters are, who their aunts and uncles are. They want to find out who they are in connection to these people. Okay? They are trying to find out who they are in the world for themselves, in connection to themselves, with them. Okay? But they are developing their subconscious brain. That's why the child from 3 to 7, even a little younger, they're not going to play trains, they are the train. My son spent weeks crawling around meowing like he was a kitten. Okay? He is the kitten. He is learning who he is on a subconscious level. He is developing, a child is developing their subconscious brain to around 7 years old. Okay? From 3 to 7, they are developing their subconscious brain. The reptile brain at the back of the head, at the back of the brain. Now, as that child gets older, into the 5, 6, 7 stages, they start spending little bits of time at first in the conscious brain, the frontal lobe, as it develops. So they go from being, I am the train, to when I'm a train driver. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm playing nurse when I'm a nurse. I'm playing doctor when I'm a doctor. Okay? When they're absorbing themselves into the unconscious, then they bring themselves into the conscious. Unconscious awareness is under 7 years old. After 7 years old is conscious awareness. And no, it's not the day of their birthday. It is a process over about 3 years, from 5 years old to 8 years old, that the brain does this. Okay? And even when your child is 9, 10 years old, it's now the other side of that. Okay? The other side of it is under 7 years old, they're more in unconscious awareness of being in the moment, developing their subconscious brain, and afterwards they're more in the conscious brain and less in the subconscious brain. It's a graph changing directions. It's a slow process of going into conscious awareness and a slow process of developing out of conscious awareness out of the unconscious awareness into conscious awareness. If that makes sense to you. I think I might have confused myself. But under 7 years old, after 3 years old, they are developing who they are in their subconscious mind. They are developing their subconscious mind. Now, to understand that a little bit further, we have to understand the fact that our subconscious mind, according to the specialists, is doing, as an adult, 11.5 million bits of data every moment. It is controlling your standing, your speech, your protection, your chakra energy, your organ production. It's controlling so many things that your conscious brain can't do. Your subconscious brain is developing how to walk, how to run at 3 to 7 years old, how to do these things confidently. You've learned to walk at under 3 years old, but confidently, in connection with self. Am I a good runner? Am I clever? Am I this? This is where we're developing these patterns. And you can see, am I clever is a pattern that you're developing for the rest of your life under 7 years old. And so how you speak to a child, so many clients come to me who believe they're silly. They believe they're silly. Why do they believe they're silly? Because their parents would say to them, you're silly, you're being silly, you're being silly. Don't feel that emotion, you're being silly. Don't cry over that, you're being silly. So the child believes they're silly. They don't take themselves seriously. Okay? So from 3 to 7 years old, we have to be very aware of how we're communicating with our child, because we are helping them define the patterns of their life forever. Because it becomes their subconscious patterns. Okay? So trauma happening under 7 years old and after 3, under 7 all the way through, this is real trauma. This is the place in my healing work, this is where I work. I work with people under 7 years old. Because their energetic traumas come from that and they fire off into their life. So yes, the stage of 3 to 7 years old is extremely important for stability for that child when they're an adult. Okay, they are defining their subconscious mind. Okay, within themselves. They don't bounce that much off the parent at this stage. That's for later on, over and over again. But they are just defining who they are in connection to themselves in their subconscious mind. So when we work with them, we need to be aware that our child from 7 down doesn't understand things like us. They don't understand to close the door. They don't remember. That is a frontal lobe memory, not a back lobe memory. That is not a reptile doesn't close the door. You know, they are in flow. They are learning patterns. They're learning flow. They want to be outside. They don't care about closing the door. They're playing something. They come inside to get another toy. They gone outside, close the door. And as a parent, you're saying, close the door behind you, close the door behind you, close the door behind you. This is normal for a child under 7 years old. And when you get cross with them, you take it out on them in a negative way, they learn that pattern forever. If you say to them, please close the door behind you, please close the door behind you, and don't get stressed out, and then close the door 100 times behind them, okay, let them be in their flow, it gives them positivity for later on in life. Okay, it's okay to say close the door behind you, but it's not okay to get angry and aggressive about it, even if you're angry and aggressive about it. It means you're not owning your stuff and understanding what your child is going through. And that's what this is about, understanding the stages what a child is going through. And from 3 to 7, they are learning who they are for the rest of their lives. It's an important stage. Thank you.